Hi loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about another app that we can download from the Good Luck, and this time we'll be talking about the Home app. This is one of the best that you can get from the Good Luck, and if you guys are wondering on how to customize your home screen, your number of apps and stuff, then just keep on watching. So before we start customizing, let's look at our home screen first. So I have 3 home screen here, or I think 4. And if I reach the end part, then I really have to swipe up just to get to the first home screen, or you really have to scroll back to your first page. But that one we can change using the Home app. So once you turn that one on, click home screen, and the first 3 settings, that one is available as well with our default home screen settings. So if you're just concerned with the number of grid on your home screen, then that one is also available on our default setting. So here it says loop pages, and this one is only available if you have the Home app. So if you turn this one on and you go back to your home screen, it will allow you to scroll your home screens back and forth without the need to go back or to scroll back. So as you can see, when I reached the last screen, it still allowed me to keep scrolling, and it led me back to my very first home screen. So the next thing that we can customize is your app list. So this one is your drawer app. So since I have my mostly used apps on my home screen, then I just leave this one off. But anyways, if you turn this on, it will just make your drawer app into a list view instead of a grid view. So I will just leave mine off, and then let's move on to the next one. So this is the Finder access, but I can't turn this one on since I have turned on the swipe down to notification setting on my home screen. But it does the same thing, it's just that instead of opening the notification, it will open the Finder instead. So now let's move on to background blur control, and if you turn this one on, you can now have the option to blur out your background on your drawer app, or if you just want to have a transparent background but not blurry. So for me personally, I want my drawer app to have a bit of a blurry background so I can see the icons and the label better. So now if you go back to your Home app, there's another option to change the color of your drawer app. So if you turn on the background color control, you can now decide which color you want to have instead of just having a dark blurry background. So you can have a solid color, or you can have a bit of transparent blurry background, but have a different color than just having a black or shadowy background. So as you can see, I have picked white. Most of the time I pick a light color or a white color blurry background so that I don't have to change it every time I change a theme on my phone. And this one really looks way better than just having a dark transparent blurry background. So yeah, I always keep mine in white color. So the next thing is we can hide the app icon label. So if you turn this one off, then all of your icons won't have any label on both the home screen and on the drawer app. But for me personally, I just turn this one off because I like it better if I can see the icon names or the label. And yeah, I mean, it just feels or looks so weird for me to have icons without the names on my home screen. If you go back to the main page on the Home app settings, you can find a folder, and if you click this one, it will give you some options to customize your folder. So if you turn on the pop-up folder, it will give you the option to customize how your folder will look like, and you can change the background transparency and the color, and you can also change the font color on the folder name as well. So just like the drawer app, I love to keep mine in white so that I don't have to change the color every time I change a theme. But just to give you an idea, this is how it will look like if you have a different color as your folder background. So now let's go back to the main page, and I always skip the backup and restore and share manager settings because I don't really need them. So I will move on to the best part, which is the task changer. So this is where our recently opened apps are, or like shown. So as you can see, I tried to open like several apps just to give you an idea on how it will look like. So if you turn this one on, we can now have the different options for the animations on the recently opened apps. So by default, we have this list view by Samsung, but let's try another animations. So this one is grade. I kind of like this one too because it looks so clean, but I'm not really a fan of this. And then now let's try this stack animation. This is what we have on the iPhone, and I personally like this one. I'm used to this one since I also have the iPhone. And then we also have the vertical list, which looks the cutest of all, but I'm not so into this one. But yeah, but for some reason I like the slim list the most because it looks so clean and it's easier to find the app I need, especially if you have a lot of recently open apps just like I do. I always leave my apps open, so this one is what I'm going to keep on my phone. So there are also other settings that you can change. You can either have your circular list on and off. You can also have a search bar, but for me personally, I turn this one off since I'm using a slim list. It's already easy for me to look for the apps that I need. You can also have like the recommended apps turned on, but I keep mine off because I don't find it very useful. So you can also turn on the gesture mode if you want to. This one will help you easily switch previous apps by swiping the bottom area of your phone screen. So I have mine turned on because I'm also used to this one since it has the same function on my iPhone. And you can also turn on allow bottom gesture in full screen, so you can make use of this gesture even if you're using an app in full screen mode. So I guess these are everything that you need to know about the Home app. So if you find this video helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed on my channel, please do so. It will motivate me to make more contents like this. And if you have any video recommendations or any suggestions, please feel free to comment down below. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope to see you all on my next one. Bye.